light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on-the-fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm Ayansa JT Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Ekule, how's everybody doing tonight? Ekule is good evening. Those of you that aren't familiar with the Yoruba tongue, it's got a little country twang in it because it's coming off my tongue, but I'm learning. It is 9 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time on your moon-ruled Yemoja venerated Moonday, and this is time for your nightly mystic forecast. I am Ayansa J. Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the mystics, the music, the mojo, and in this case, the emotional alignment that comes with the ocean energies of it being day one of the week, the day of the moon, the day of the waters, the day of emotional alignment. So I hope you guys did some things today to emotionally set the tone for the rest of the week. And if you haven't hopped on that divine task already, you got 2 hours and some change to get it done. Because when the clock strikes 12 and moon passes the baton to Mars and Yemoja hands it over to Ogun, the E in emotion drops the E and just leaves motion because Tuesday is an action day, a day of forward drive brought to you by the Divine Father energy. So let's make sure Moonday is recapped, wrapped up, and properly addressed before we shift into the next day. How was y'all's Moonday? Mine is productive. I gotta tell y'all about it. There's one I did a channel song and actually did a little songbird today. We had a channel song message with Shaka Khan's You Got the Love. But there was a divine message that came through attached to that song. And that was about you having that same love for yourself, that same fire for yourself. So I posted a blog on the Mother Blue Hues blog. It's in your cosmic description care package that's in the description box. But anywho, I sang the song and delivered the message, you got the love. So read the lyrics and don't direct them towards the lover. Apply them to yourself. Also, we got some more mojo coming up in the department of classes, so be on the lookout for that. And if you have not already, make sure you sign the email list and follow the pin site so that you can get the entire Ayansa J Muse orbit. I am broadcasting live from my Twitter account. I'm broadcasting live from 3 Facebook pages, 222.9 The Mothership, Ayansa J Muse, and my Moondaily only space, Mother Blue Hues. Also have the matching Instagram, 222.9 Moondays, where that's more of a hanging out in the green room kind of experience. That's where you see all the bloopers. And I'm just really grateful in this moment to be here broadcasting with you on 222.9 The Mothership, internet for the road less traveled. If you've been rocking with us all day long, you started at 12 a.m. with some throat chakra sleep healing meditation, then rolled on to the rise in Bimbe to Yemoja from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then from there, it was the divine mothers of R&B soul music all day long. Then, when the clock struck 3, we had some wisdom talk with EII Day of House of the Crowns. We had some poetry, and at 5, we had one of my archive interviews from Blog Talk Radio days. So, this has been really productive and lots of mystic mojo cooking up for you here. So, you definitely want to tune in, star seeds, and don't touch that dial because this is 222.9 The Mothership. Radio for the road less traveled.
Blues? I don't sing 'em. I tranquilize in their hue. Now my mouth pours truth. And I answer J Muse haiku. Moon talk, mother peace, found release, throat chakra healing, waters, blues, spirits, films, music, sea creature messages, guided meditations, poetry, mysteries of the wine dark sea, healing stones and shells, blue things, rhyme, Ayasa's glass water, dreams and wisdom, cleansing, healing, it's all inside, come on in. Every Moonday on Mother Blue Hues with Ayansa Muse.
And we are back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm Ayansa J Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the music, the mystics, and the mojo on 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. And it is your nightly mystic forecast. So, we're still recapping Moonday's energy before we prepare for Toolsday. I know y'all caught that. So today was a really enchanted 222 Moonday. We had some triple goddess energy come up on today, as day 1 of the week is the day of the waters, as the book of Genesis. When you really read that scripture, you will notice there is not a scripture that says, and God said, let there be water, because the water was already there. I love it. So we start out dealing with those waters, those inner tides within, getting that emotional alignment straight. So we set the week on the proper tone. But we have some 222 energy to work with on that today. Why? Because the daily numerology boils down to a 2. It is the 11th moon day of summer solstice, so there's a mastery 2, deuces wild, 2 twos. It's the 3rd moon day of Virgo season, but the moon tonight is waning in the house of Zodiac House 2. There's your 3rd 2. So you got some 222 energy to work with tonight. Make sure you make the most of it. If you haven't already, you got 2 hours and some change to work it out. Venus retrograde ended today, so we can now resume a little splurging. We can start some new relationships. Now we can change those hair colors. And those of you that go to the beauty extremes of cosmetic surgery, I wouldn't suggest it. But the coast is energetically more clear now. If that's your thing, go get that new tattoo, tribal marking, because Venus retrograde has lifted today. I hope that you took that retrograde time to get some lessons moving forward in the areas of love, sex, beauty, and love. In the way of the African zodiac system, the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the traveler, distance. Air sign energy already blowing in as we are enjoying our last days of summer solstice 2023. I'm Ayansa J Muse. This is your nightly mystic forecast. And when I come back, we're going to do a quick rundown of all the planets that have busted the moonwalk. Venus is straight dancing now. Lucid day visions, prophetic nightmares, recurring prophetic fantasies, astral travel day visions, recurring nightmares, prophetic astral travel. Let's explore and decode your subconscious mind and apply our findings to your waking life. Introducing the Circadian Dream Interpretation Readings by Ayansa J.T. Muse, brought to you by the Mothership Mystic Boutique. So see the Mother Blue Hues Facebook page to book your appointment today. Or find this fruit on my link tree. Ashe, beam up, and sweet dreams and pleasant day visions in the meantime. Back to the groove. And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I am Mayanza J. Muse, and this is your nightly mystic forecast. So now we're talking about the planets here that are still busting the moonwalk on us. So, we got out of Venus retrograde today, amazing. And we are still in Pluto retrograde until October 11th. We went in on May 1st in the house of Aquarius. Pluto represents rejuvenation, regeneration, higher octave of Mars kind of energy. And this retrograde mostly affects people born in the zodiac house of Scorpio. So if you are a Scorpio or you're close to one, embrace the subtle transformations. And that goes for all of us. But this is going to hit Scorpios a little harder. So let's give the Scorpios some patience. Embrace the little transformations. Close old chapters and end old relationships that do not serve your higher being. Ashe. Okay, so Uranus is still in retrograde. Uranus just got started actually, and this is a very strong Oya energy retrograde in the house of Aquarius. So that's in her in the zodiac house is ruling house. So this is a really strong Uranus retrograde, planet of intuition, shakeups, sudden changes, all that good Oya energy. Okay, so it challenges your belief system. So be prepared to challenge the things that you believe in order to fully experience your true God ascension. Because that's going to bring a lot of things into question as to why you practice things you practiced, how did that faith translate, and what was the result. So be prepared to reflect on things like that. And we will, excuse me, and we will be in that space until January 27th of next year. All right. We are just in the middle of Mercury retrograde number 3, and that affects those born in the house of Gemini and Virgo. We went in on August 23rd. We'll be coming out on September 15th in the house of Virgo. So be patient with your technology. Do not begin any new contracts or sign any new agreements. Try not to plan anything new but until after the 15th, because retrograde energy is about tying ties with the old, about reflecting, so that when the planets stop retrograding, we're a lot more grounded going forward. Okay. Mercury retrograde brings back a lot of different relationships, not just exes or intimate relationships, but past friends, past colleagues, just people, from your past. Sometimes you're meant to reconnect, sometimes you're, meant to make peace, and sometimes you're being tested to see if that's a lesson you need to learn twice. So choose wisely. We are still in Neptune retrograde in the house of Pisces. So this is a very strong retrograde as well. And that's the planet that resonates most with Olokun energy in my sentiments. Yemoja, because it's dreamy, divine compassion, motherly energy, spirituality, intuition. And there's a lot of Eshu energy involved in this retrograde. And we have that for June the 30th. That's 6, 3 by 2, 30, 3 by 10, 12, 3 by 4, 6, 3 by 2. That's where you want to be mindful of delusionism, because a shoe is good for playing those mind tricks when you let that ego self get out of control. Stay grounded to avoid escapism. Reassess your dreams and embrace all confusions. Yes, you heard correctly. Embrace your confusions. Why do you want to embrace your confusions? Because when you embrace your confusions from your spiritual self, then You can sort out who you are from who you were from who you're becoming to who away from who society may have been trying to make you be. Ashe, ashe. All right, Saturn is in retrograde as well, and that's Capricorn, and that's just Capricorn energy. No, Capricorn and Aquarius. And that's Eshu and Babalu IA energy. Trickster planet of karma, discipline, power, and carnal essence we went in on. June 17th will be coming out on November 4th. And again, the House of Pisces. So we have two planets retrograding in the House of Pisces. And you want to pay attention to important life lessons, embrace those deeper crossroads, get your priorities in check, rewards for self mastery, and all of those things will be essential to your ascendance. I've got something to share with you. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get to your Moon Nightly Tarot draw. But I want to share something with you guys that are watching on the videos. Those of you that are listening over the airwaves, just keep enjoying that Marion Meadows deep waters. But this is a video that I made of just the reviews or some of the reviews that I've gotten so far, so that maybe you'll be inspired also to get a reading yourself or to beam up more to 222.9 The Mothership and experience what it's done in your life. Because yes, the Mothership has received awards, and I've done magazine spreads, and those are really wonderful and beautiful moments in my life. But the biggest reward of doing all of this work is knowing that you're receiving the mojo and it's enhancing your spiritual life. So I'm going to share this with you before we get to tonight's tarot. I'm Hyansa J. Muse, and this is your nightly mystic forecast on 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Ashe. Love and light star seeds, it's Eonsa J. Muse, just bringing you a quick piece of gratitude, should I say. This retrograde energy of 2023, 6 planets doing the moonwalk, really has me doing a lot of reflecting. So I decided to share with you some reviews because 222.9 The Mothership has earned some awards and gotten some magazine recognition. But the thing that's the most rewarding to me is knowing that the mojo done healed somebody and they let me know about it. So I'm going to share these reviews with you, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Ashe. So the reviews are in. Thank you for allowing me this moment to share. And now it's your turn. Beam up to 222.9 The Mothership to enjoy the mystics, the music, and the mojo dedicated to your spiritual healing. And book your personal reading, whichever one you may need, through the link in the comment section so that you can leave your review and I can post another set of these in gratitude. Ashe. And we are back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm Ayansa J. Muse, bringing you your nightly mystic forecast. And now we're in the space of your nightly tarot draw. Now, this is from my Mother Peace Round Tarot deck, and a very beautiful message came in threes. Yes, so the first card that came up was the Empress, and this deals with this connects with that Taurus energy because the first thing I noticed was the bull in the background, and that represents abundance, and the woman just relaxing, laying naked under a sheet, surrounded by the downloads and the protection ring of her ancient and near ancestors. And what this is saying is that it's your time to relax, okay? Allow yourself to bask in the fruits that you've already harvested. Harvest the garden you already have. This is not the time to start anything new. And this correlates with the six planets in retrograde energy. So many of you are in your season of flourishing from within. So allow that to happen so that they begin to manifest in reality. The second card that came, let me show this cup to the Instagram followers. The Instagram followers, show this card. Okay. So the Empress came up first. So whatever you doing, keep on doing it, honey. Keep that self-care going. Keep acting on those downloads and keep being a light onto the world. The divine feminine is saying through this card that you are definitely on the right track because this card came up right side up, right on the money. And the second is the Seven of Cups. I'm showing this to Instagram followers. And that's another divine alignment energy there because 222.9 The Mothership venerates the Orisha or Yemoja on Moonday, and 7 is the number sacred to Yemoja. And the suit of cups, which is the suit of water. And these cups showed up right side up. But the Seven of Cups depicts a woman in her divine feminine energy pouring what's in her head into the cup. So, this Empress space is a good space to be in, but you might not need to get too comfortable in the bask because that once you fill up on your energy here, once you re-up here, because many of you got into your Empress energy coming out of the ashes like a phoenix. Some of you have been fighting your entire lives and are finally in that space of resting, reflecting, and embracing your true power. But don't get too caught up and drunk on your own juice that you don't pour it out. So you got to pour it out into the world over here. So what the divine feminine is saying is you're being re-upped in this moment. You're really glowing. So whatever you're doing to keep your vibes high, keep on doing it, but pour it out. Pour so that other people that are seeking the light may see you leading by example and be encouraged to turn on their own light. Ashe. And then the third card to show was the Two of Swords. But the Two of Swords is inverted, which means that we know swords are weapons. Swords are also words. So this may be a time of silence. And with this upside down, the mother energy is saying, sometimes you win wars in your life with your hands down. Sometimes your strongest voice is your silence. So allow yourself to continue to protect this Empress and Seven of Cups energy with the swords turned upside down because pretty soon it will be time for you to get back out there and continue your dance, your rhythm, your natural flow of life. Very much like the ocean waves and the waves of Yemoja, as all waters return to the sea. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If there is a personal thing you'd like to speak about, I am going to post my link in the description box shortly. And when I return, we will talk about what's to come for Toolsday's forecast. I'm Mayansa J. Muse, and this is your nightly Mystic Forecast on 222.9 The Mothership, Internet Radio for the road less traveled. Ashe. Love and light, star seeds, and everybody aboard the mothership. I am Ayansa J. Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you the mystic, the music, and the mojo on 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled. And I got a special Virgo season cosmic ear hustle treat for you. So at 7 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, all throughout this next week, and I may just let them roll through the duration of Virgo season, I went back into my retrograde archives and pulled up 6 gems that I would love to share with you. And they come from 2017, my 3rd year of psychic work, and this was where I had my esoteric teachings going on, and it began to infuse with the radio experience that I already had. It was a radio show called Copperpot Gumbo on Blog Talk Radio. And there are 6 interviews, 6 being the number of Shango, Ibashe, and they all aired on, get this, Thursday. Shango's ruling day. Oh, I can't make this up. And this was mere months before Jasper Muse became Eonsa J. Muse. These radio show archives were done in my 3rd year of professional psychic work and mere months before crowning to Orisha priestesshood. My name wasn't even Ayansa then. It was Jasper. Jasper Muse. And in doing this show, I realized that I needed the music. I couldn't just do all talk and no radio. For me, radio without music was like a car without wheels. So I wrapped it after 6 episodes. But I have these 6 episodes here for you to enjoy at 7 p.m. nightly Central Standard Time on 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio. So by all means, beam up and enjoy this special piece of the Mothership's herstory. Ashe. Did you enjoy the water wisdom here at Mother Blue Hues? Well, then follow me into Tuesday's greenery, the clearing of the Peridopoultice, at www.poeticallymuse.org/Peridopoultice. That's POETICALLYMUSED.org/PERIDOPOULTICE. Bet you won't follow me there tomorrow. Ashe. And we're back. So in case you're just now joining us, I'm Mayanza J. Muse, bringing you your nightly mystic forecast. And we've been recapping the energies of Moonday before you had your tarot draw. And now let's gear up for Toolsday. Yeah, I'm changing the names of the days of the week. I sure am. So why did I call Tuesday Toolsday? Because in many Ifa Orisha lineages, Tuesday is the day that venerates the Orisha Ogun. And Ogun owns all the tools, all the technologies, and all of the roads. Ibashe Ogun Onire. So, we're going to honor that energy tomorrow on 222.9 The Mothership and the Divine Masculine Groove. And I got to be honest with you, that playlist, that old school playlist be hitting. So y'all missing out. But anywho, let's talk about what's going on in the quasars. So we had a real thick divine feminine energy on today with a 222 Moonday. Well, we should have known because Aishu and Ogun are going to be kicking it tough tomorrow on September 5th, 2023, because the daily numerology vibrates on a 21-3. So that's 7 by 3. 7 the number of Ogun, 3 the number of Eshu. Put that together, you got 21. You got the keys and the roads right there heightened. Bam, in your face. Double masculine energy. Actually a triple. You know Eshu is tricky and loves his things in threes. It's the 11th. Ibashe Ochosi. You know wherever Ogun is, Ochosi ain't gonna be far. And that's 11th Toolsday of summer solstice. So there's some little Chelsea energy there too. So you got keys, doors, and a fast tracker. Do something positive with that aligning energy tomorrow. And get this, here's their shoe showing out again. Third Tuesday of Virgo season. And what is Virgo ruled by? Mercury. Their shoe is just having a ball. The moon is waning. Oh, there he is again. Eshu is kicking it really, really hard on Ogun's energy tomorrow. So be ready for that because be mindful. Eshu has the keys to the high and the low doors. And all depends on where your energy is. So don't trick yourself out there now. The moon is waning in Zodiac House 3. There's Eshu again. Gemini energy. So, what do we banish under something like that? Waning moon in Gemini. Something to do with duality, especially in the driving force of going forward. Banish something that keeps your dualities from working together. That way, you can put your ego to work for your spirit. Because when your spirit works for your ego, that's when a shoe has a party that you might not have fun at. Just letting you know. So that's what's out there for Tuesday in the Quasars, but you can always beam up to the 24/7 groove of 222.9 The Mothership, an old school salute to the Divine Fathers. Check it out. Green vegetations, plant magic, Ibasheo Gun, Ibasheo Nile, Ibasheo Chosi, heart chakra, jazz, voices of the fathers, Mars. Welcome to Tuesdays on the Mothership, 222.9. Beam up. And we are back. So that concludes tonight's forecast. Thank you very much for joining me. I really hope that you got something out of this that could help you align your energy, that could teach you more about the practical application of spiritual living, or if you just enjoyed yourself. Keep in mind, 222.9 The Mothership is also a listener supported station. So, by all means, oh, I didn't put the link in the box. Let me do that right now so that you can book your readings, read exclusive content, and of course, make a donation, put a log on the fire, pour something back in the cup for 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio to keep this thing going. If you are listening to this broadcast at 9 p.m. and it's 36 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour Central Standard Time, if you're seeing this at night, then you really want to beam up because in 20 some odd minutes, The station goes into its Tuesday nightly vision of what love looks like. Brought to you by the divine mothers of song. Y'all know Aretha Franklin, Shaka Khan, Patti LaBelle, Whitney Houston. Let's take it back, time travel, and to some of our genius ways of love. Be careful now. That show is a part of my procreation and repopulation effort, honestly. If you are listening to this at 6 a.m., then stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Ogun. Either way, whether you're at the 6 or at the 9, remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind, your ass will follow. I'm my Auntie J Muse, and this has been your daily or nightly, whether you're at the 6 or the 9 Mystic Forecast. And this, as always, is your 24/7 groove, 222.9 The Mothership. Radio for the road less traveled. Ashe.
Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9 The Mothership. Beam up.